Probably go from not so good, you know.
I'm finna just start
Yeah.
taking ownership with this one.
Yes.
All right, guys, what's going on, y'all? We got some tales for y'all. I'm one of y'all hosts, Jhordy.
I'm Heber.
The boy Lil Scopic, aka OGK, Miguel.
I got some tales for you.
Crazy. We got some tales for y'all. So,
Yeah.
We've been
man,
gone.
we've been gone, man.
Yeah,
Damn,
we haven't posted. We haven't posted an episode in a few weeks.
There's why I ain't made one in a few weeks either. Well, I don't know if that's
And-
true or not.
Hey, bro, don't say that, bro. That's a cut. But the thing is, we're gonna talk about our absence on what's been going on, man.
And not just man, but you know, woman. Basically, there's this thing called a hiatus, if you will. You know,
That's a good
for those that
word.
don't know what a hiatus means, because I low-key just figured this one out
That's
when
fair. Yeah. Well, I remember the first time I found out about it, I was like looking at Twitter and people, and I was like, what the heck? That's a weird looking word, you know. So I had to Google. You know.
Yeah.
It's,
What does it mean again, Heber?
oh, this is basically like an absence for a time, you know, and that's
Okay.
essentially what happened. And should we talk about the events leading up to that? Or like, well,
I honestly think it's very important. Yeah, I think we should. So,
Yeah.
if I'm not mistaken, our last episode before this hiatus was probably.
So let's be clear. So the last episode we last recorded, well it was last episode that we recorded was an episode that we didn't upload.
Correct.
It ended up being like 36 minutes. And we never got the thumbnail done for that. And but the last episode we recorded before that was the 2020 reflections. Even though we released even though we released another episode after that, it's because we recorded an episode the night prior.
Correct.
Damn.
Yeah.
Good times. Yeah, that's true.
You were in the hat. Yes.
I was wearing the hat.
Yeah, so that was kind of like the real last episode we're recording, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? But,
yeah, that's
so
true.
this is like, you know, Sumtales 2, you know?
Sumtales 2.
Season 2, baby. Nah, for real though. It was crazy, man. That little time period of, you know, it was like so much was going on, you know, New Year's was coming up, Christmas had just passed. That's really it now. But it was just so much shit going on at once, bro. Like, at least for me personally, I feel like it's worth mentioning personally a little bit, just a little bit, just a tad bit, you know, if you will. Like for me, it was just a lot of partying, you know, and a lot of just living my best life. What can I say? You know what I'm saying?
What are you
right now?
on about?
Are you lying to the cast right now, bro?
Nah, bro. Like I was lit in the hole.
This is Miguel's truth.
This is the only thing I've been truth about. Nah, I'm just kidding. But nah,
For
man,
real.
on some real shit. I mean, it's just crazy coming back to it. You know, like we were low-key finna go to one tonight, but you know what I'm saying? Like that's crazy. But nah, man. Yeah.
Nah, but that's not the reason why the podcast. Let's be clear. That's not the reason why the podcast stopped.
That's my reason.
Nah, Miguel, my reason. Shit, come on, dude.
Yeah,
It
no,
was
it's
just
not.
partying.
Yes.
Okay, yeah, for my reason, and I feel like it's a major part of the hiatus. Now I feel like I should take responsibility for it.
For real?
I went to Mexico, the 22nd, and that's a whole topic in itself, and I don't think I'm gonna really get into it. But it was like really
December, to be clear.
Yeah, it was
like
December
the last
22nd.
weeks, yeah.
Yeah. And I'm not gonna think about it. It's been like more than a month. That's really wild. Since we've done an episode. Wow. So it's like so much.
We did one when you came back.
Did we?
The 2020. Oh shit, we did that before New Year's. I'm bugging, right?
Yeah. You did.
The aliens one. Oh shit. The one we
Damn! Wow, I didn't realize that. I remember saying goodbye, like you know, like
Yeah.
fuck, I'm tripping. Wow. Yeah. I forgot about that. Damn.
We've been slacking, y'all. Nah,
not slacking, dude. Calm down, dude. Miguel, you put that kind of don't put that on
No,
you. You put that on yourself, bro.
Damn.
Fuck you, bro. Like,
Anyways.
I've been occupied.
But yeah, I've been occupied, man. Like, a lot of like self-reflection has been happening, and like a lot of like figuring out what I want. And I kind of took a hiatus from like everything, to be honest, because once I came back, it became the topic I'm going to talk about in a bit. It's like when you come back from like what's it called, from like vacation. I was talking about my friend Emily, and she said like vacation blues, and I never heard that term, but it kind of fits right now.
That's fire.
So it's like it's just so different, and you come back to your life, and like you kind of have to accept it. So it's like it's pretty overwhelming, honestly. And I was already overwhelmed prior to going to Mexico, because it's like a literally like a stop from like what I was going through, because it was a whole different experience.
For me, I don't know, but like I mean, it wasn't difficult to accept it. For me, it was like I was just focused on like, okay, how am I going to treat this now? You know, like coming back from Mexico, because I went in October, at the end of October, and coming back, I think for a few less days. I went for like 4 days, a few less days than you did. So it's like, you know, but you know, coming back, it's like I just focused on like, okay, how's life going to be now? You know, what am I going to do to make life be like now? You know, that's just what I focused on. You know, I guess my control. I guess I never.
Yeah, it took a pretty big toll on me now that I think about it, because it was like so much I learned from Mexico, and I wanted to like express it. But like I had like a lot of things
and try to maybe incorporate some of it in your current life, you know. It's like,
yeah, then I'm like, damn, there's a lot I gotta do to live up, like to put that in. So I had like a big and also the thumbnail. I just didn't want to make that one.
That's understandable.
Yeah, that thumbnail just really fucked me. I was like, fuck this. I just left it.
I mean, we should probably tell them why a little bit, though, you know, as to like what led to like not wanting to make it, because we had the idea down, but then it was like the lighting issue.
No, I mean, no. I pretty much upset. I pretty much accepted Chris wasn't gonna make it. I planned for a few weeks, like, oh, I'll just do it with Miguel, you know, to teach you how to do like Photoshop, because like eventually like for an occasion like where Chris can't do a thumbnail, you know, you substitute in, you know, if you can, you know, obviously I could substitute in, but it's like I already put in the effort on the video. It's like, you know, it's just not fair, you know. But it's like, you know, just having you. It's also, it's good to learn, you know. And so I was like, but then it's like I forgot to, like, when we the day that I planned to show you, it was like, fuck it, I forgot, you know. I was like, okay, whatever.
Yeah, I wonder why.
And it's like, whatever, you know, like that. And it's like at this point, it's like kind of don't want to release it anyways, you know. It's like,
yeah, it was a bit that pop.
Yeah, I mean, it was like, but no, it was kind of funny though, because Chris fell asleep at the end, and that's why we ended.
It was so fire,
that was funny though.
Dude, I was like, dude, didn't like, wasn't like...
That was like our first. Damn, that was kind of funny though.
I love that episode, bro.
That's a good one though.
I really don't think I was like there. Like I was
I popped off on that hoe.
Yeah, probably.
I liked it. I mean, you know, it was my topic.
I really don't remember. That's crazy. I don't remember a damn thing we talked about.
For real, I remember about alien sex. I remember about...
Dude, Miguel mentioned that one time, bro, and we didn't talk about it because I was like, Miguel, stop.
Yeah, we're about to get into
Miguel just always bring this up. Miguel always brings this up, and I wanted to ask
alien sex? Yeah, okay, I always bring it up.
Oh, my bad. I meant robot sex. My bad. You always bring
dude, chill. They're not supposed to know about that one.
Nah, you mention it always on this podcast, bro, and I'm like, bro. I'm like, this guy just reads article headlines.
Oh my gosh, dude. Oh, hell.
Damn,
nah, but okay, so yeah, basically we just didn't make that thumbnail type shit.
Nah, it's not just that. It's not just that. I mean, it's just you know, Chris was talking about you know, he was going through a lot. You know, you know.
There were just some things that I was going through, and what's it called? Yeah, it just wasn't. I just didn't care for it. Yeah, I didn't even like it. You know what I mean? So like it was just.
I mean, I was there every week, ready. Well, I was on standby. So I don't know.
Nah, I just wasn't feeling it, and wait, that's my reason. So I feel like that was like I just like didn't want to do shit, to be honest.
Type shit.
That's about it. For me.
Yeah.
Yeah, it did feel a little irresponsible, but I can understand. You know, it's like.
Yeah, we were all going through so much, bro. Like,
I was doing great. I was like, that was literally the best time of my life. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I'm like, dude, I was doing amazing. I'm still doing amazing. You know, like fucking yeah. I mean, I'm sorry. Like, not to like.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie either. I was doing pretty good. I was partying and shit. You know, I was living my best life.
Okay.
You know? I'm sorry, Chris. He was the only one that was being a Debbie Downer.
No, I'm sorry.
The thing is like, bro, this fool's life is just parties, bro. And this shit.
I'm gonna die at one. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
On the real, like at the party, bro. Every time I'm just there sober, I'm like, what the fuck am I doing? Like, it's so weird to be sober.
Yeah, what's that like? No, let's not talk about that. But no, I was gonna say, what's that like? But no.
I'm like, damn, bro. Like, what am I doing? You know what I mean? It's just like
you can't be sober at a party.
You can. And
my mom always tells me like, don't drink or nothing like that. But I'm like, why the fuck am I going? Like, the fuck?
Damn, bro.
I mean, dude. Nah, that's terrible. No, because I don't even. Most of the time, I don't like the feeling of alcohol. So it's like, I'm not going to drink.
I'm going to drink. I'm going to do this and that on the 5th, and I'm leaving with like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm leaving with no memory of it. Nah, I'm just kidding. Enough about that though. I digress.
But you know, with the fact that going through a lot, it also kind of like eventually at some point we had to have an overlook at the podcast. You know, since we're taking a break from it, obviously coming back to it, we had to have a conversation about looking at it and what's going on. And
we kind of had to like.
And so yeah, we were switching some things up and as we're gonna talk about now, we're uploading twice. I mean, I was about to say twice a week.
I would have said the same thing, bro. Like on accident, like
we're uploading every other week. My bad.
Like y'all just had a hiatus, and now y'all doing it twice as much. Like y'all tripping.
Yeah,
okay.
So we tried doing weekly. We tried to, and most of the time we got it. We got it out.
And we did it for a whole year.
Shit. Most of the time.
We didn't get it for a year.
No, we didn't get it for.
We're coming up on a year. Shit.
Calm down.
We're coming up on a year for the podcast.
Yeah, that's facts. Yeah, we tried it.
Yeah, no, and we were successful most of the time. But obviously, it's like even there's some shortcomings there. But it's like, but the reason though, I think the biggest reason for the change, and I think and we're gonna talk about how this is gonna influence the podcast as well, because it is going to influence it. I think, it's to live more life, and to get into more what we're into, also that it's like I think it's super important.
Yeah.
You guys want me?
Yeah, it is super important.
To add on to Heber saying, is just because I was just thinking about it, and I feel that the podcast can become like overbearing because it would be like a new thing. It just like I didn't have enough time to really soak in concepts and to really, as Heber was saying, just live it, because I was thinking about my coworker Wesley, and matter of fact, he called me like a few days after I was talking, because he was on my mind a lot, and he just gave me the simple advice to just live. Like, you just gotta live, bro. It's like,
what does that mean?
Like, because we can understand stuff intellectually, but it's more if you understand it with your whole body. It's like if you actually know what you're talking about and like living it, then it's a whole different understanding than rather just because I can tell you and we can understand philosophically things, but to really understand it with your whole being is quite something I want to get more into. So it's like,
yeah, because you can dwell on ideas for a very long time, and it's like a week. You're not gonna it's not guaranteed you're gonna be solidified, and it's like you're gonna grow in passion too with just extended time with just if there's a persistent idea in your head, it's like that's like. And I think there's also it's better. What's it called? Leads for more entertaining conversations. Also,
Yeah, it's more quality.
Yeah,
I feel, and it's because like the only thing, because from like the pitch, it has changed much differently, and how we introduce it to people.
Yeah,
rather than like what you learned in the week prior. It's just about things like it's just things what we're passionate about.
Yeah, talking about it's things that we're passionate about.
Yeah.
And that I just feel like that broadens it up, and like it's much more.
It's essentially the same, like in terms of like
same shit.
Yeah,
but more in depth.
Yeah. Honestly, it's more in depth. Like, and it's awesome because now it gives us more time. Because now we're doing it every other week, right?
Whereas genuinely good, because like production can get heavy sometimes, guys.
Yeah,
but it is helpful, I would say.
Yeah, it really is. Because like I remember sometimes like, damn, I'm just doing the cast right now. I'm like, damn, bro, I gotta do other shit, and I feel I can like it just with spacing on routine, because that's something I've been trying to really like let as that in the 22 reflections on becoming disciplined on like making a routine. It's like really like something I'm trying to make, and from my talk and when we were trying to figure out what to do with the podcast and we met up and stuff, like it helps just with the time that's being given to focus on other things.
That's true.
Yeah, no, 100%. It's like when we're doing it every fucking week, it was like, I ain't gonna lie to y'all, it was working for me.
Dude, he said that shit so funny, bro. Every fucking week, dude.
Fucking week.
It was working out for me, but at the same time, it was like now we're allowed to have more time to actually go into depth about what it is we want to preach on this hoe. You know what I mean? Like now we actually want to like.
That's true.
Think like now we actually know what we're talking about, and we can keep talking about it. Where I was like, like we can only say so much when we don't know so much. Now we know so much. With this new pitch and shit, you know what I mean? And so I don't know about y'all, but I'm pretty stoked. Like I'm ready to.
Yeah, I'm excited.
I'm ready. Like I'm ready, bro. I'm ready. Yeah, bro. It's gonna be finger licking good, and I ain't trying to finesse no
I
slogan.
do want to figure out a way to like release that Aliens episode in a non-traditional fashion.
It's Aliens, by the way, y'all.
I think we should just drop it, bro.
Like after this?
Yeah, why not?
No, definitely
Sneak a peek.
There's this. Huh?
Not after this, but like and like
eventually
and put like in a quote abandoned. Like a big quotation mark. It's
That's
like
so
not
funny.
no murder or anything, just abandoned. Abandoned aliens.
Hashtag throwaway. Fuck.
Yeah, we should put throwaway. I think that's more clear. In the parentheses and title or some shit. Okay. Aliens parentheses throwaway. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
We got it. Next week.
That's crazy.
Next week, guys.
Yeah. It's a pretty good episode, y'all.
Wait,
can't say the same for Chris.
Is it all done? It's just a thumbnail, right?
Yeah,
honestly.
Yeah, I have the idea for it and how to do it. We're chilling.
Yeah, I mean, it's like, I think it just got. Damn.
Because the idea you were trying to do just didn't work out. I was like, okay, scrap that, dude.
Yeah.
Scrap it, dude. Like literally scrap it. Like.
Yeah. And I just didn't. I just got too overwhelmed by it. By such a simple thing.
It doesn't work. I'm sorry.
I know.
The idea was pretty funny.
Yeah, I'm gonna talk about that later. Like, I like trying ideas and some of them failing. It's like scrapping that. It's like, okay, that's not gonna. So,
definitely, yeah. Just moving on.
Just give up. Oh.
Let it
like
be.
that's not something that it's but.
Yeah.
Because I've been video editing, so it's like trying different like things is okay. That looks better than that. Okay. Scrapping ideas, making better ones. But yeah.
It's pretty cool.
For sure.
Real quick, there's a thing in Rick Rubin. As
Love that guy.
There's an abundance mindset.
So many people
that to not be greedy with your ideas, and because if like how you're saying like, oh, just throw it away, like just throw the idea away, like to really open yourself up to like a new possibility, that creativity will always be there. So it's always an abundance.
Yeah, I remember he talked about how like the traditional like thinking that growing into old age you like lose it, but it's like nah, it's always there.
I really like that book. I haven't finished it yet, but I got a lot of sticky notes in there.
Nice.
That's nice.
That's I think we're clarified.
We're clarified.
Been some no, just kidding.
No, that's no way.
Imagine. Fuck. Can't do that again.
We keep throwing shit away.
But yeah, y'all, we're definitely gonna pump some different kind of iron for y'all. I hope y'all ready. I hope they're ready, bro.
And with the iron that I wanted to pump too, I wanted to talk about this topic, and it's something that I deal with a lot, and I feel like I dealt with it when coming to the podcast. To be honest, I call the topic I want to talk about is called dissociation. I should actually look up like the actual meaning and like the definition. So let me.
Yeah, I don't even know it, nor can I and it's pretty hard for me to wrap my head around it. So I'm interested.
Oh fuck! I put in an address. Hold on, it's right here. My recent search.
It is the term many people may experience dissociation during their life. If you disassociate, you may feel disconnected from yourself and the world around you. It is the lack of continuity between thoughts, memories, surroundings, actions, and identity.
Cool.
Feeling detached from your environment, the people around you, or your body.
What I just said, bro.
No, but he put out the important.
No, for sure. Yeah, I know. Yeah, so with the disassociate, is it disassociation? Dissociation, right? I always say disassociation. It's dissociation, right? I always add an A after the dis for some reason. Dissociation. So tell me, bro, what brings you to this topic of
dissociation? You're right. Okay.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of things that really made me want to talk about this.
Mm-hmm.
And a major point of it is that I really don't remember a lot of my younger life, and it's always been like a thing, like why can't I remember, and it bothers me a lot. But a lot like the time of like just in this podcast, I had to like really like it takes me some time to realize what I'm doing, like that I'm here with y'all, and it's like it's just like autopilot from work. Then I get here, then I'm like, okay, Neil, the only word I can find is decompress from work. Then like I had to settle it in, so it just takes me time to really convince myself that I'm here presently with y'all. So with that, dissociation is mainly like a defensive mechanism, a coping mechanism that is learned at a young age to like almost to tune out things and like to get you through it. And it's been an extremely interesting ride learning through this, because I've noticed when I just tune out, and like so much shit would happen, then I come back to it, and when I start planning, is like the only like I get so like then I would think like am I bipolar or something, because I would get so like hyped up, but that's like me like getting out of the autopilot, that I can actually sit down with myself, because I get super excited about when I can actually like express what I'm feeling. I'm like, oh bro, look at what I'm doing, like oh my God, I'm doing so much shit, and I really be believing in myself. But dissociation is like from me coming back from Mexico, it's like once you come back into the environment of what you're going through, it's like you have to click back into this mode to get through it. So it's like it's a habit, and the environment has a big toll on it, the people around you. So it's very fascinating, and I wonder how many people are on autopilot. Because I think about it, they don't, because coworkers talk about it, but just going through the motions. Like I'm like, are you generally interested in this small talk? It's crazy to me. Yeah. I just wanted to see if you guys ever gone through that type of stuff.
I was gonna ask you if you think like consciously dissociating would be a different term,
Consciously dissociating?
Because I feel like I do this, but I do it when I want to.
You're suppressing.
I'm not. What do you mean? No. I mean, like I go into my head like type shit. You know what I mean? Suppressing. What are you on about?
Because when you don't really notice, and like you act like you defend yourself, your body defends yourself, you don't even notice, you repress memories, so like it goes away. But when you suppress it, you actively push it down.
Push what down again?
Push yourself, like the environment or things you're going through, down.
Yeah. But it's like for good reason though.
You're pushing it away, like.
Yeah, but I don't see harm in it. That's all I'm saying. in my use, because it's like I use it to like idea building.
No, I mean, it's, I think suppression.
Or
I
is
mean,
this
you can
different?
use a lot of different. I don't think I'm just using the negative, intention.
Because this is a very positive thing for me in my life, you know. I
Yeah,
don't know.
I mean, if that, I don't know the word for that.
Okay. Yeah, I was
Yeah,
gonna
'cause
ask if it's that's different. Yeah.
Yeah,
I was gonna say like
dissociation
avoiding maybe, but
is,
no.
yeah, dissociation is regularly in like in a negative context for me.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
like,
Because you say it's like what the fuck, you know. But it's like, but when I come out of the state, it's like, and I'm okay with like I did it at a time where it's like I'm okay if things happen. I'm like
is it like major focus?
major focus. I mean
Like,
sometimes I stare at one thing, and I keep staring at it, and I go into my mind.
oh, like a meditation?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
You
Yeah.
know what I mean?
I mean, it's just it talked about it in this podcast I heard. Like we can like be like, it can put us into like this, like, yeah, you can actively put yourself into like you just get out of it. It's pretty cool. But meditation, like, you just become,
it's like
you just
it's like a different form.
you become detached from your body, and you just go into your head.
Yeah. That's how it feels.
Yeah, that's like, yeah, if you want to do it in a positive, you can, but I'm not choosing it. That's the
No,
thing.
yeah, because you were talking about how it's almost like you're trying to tackle this and preventing it from happening, because you were talking about locating triggers specifically. Yeah, and, you know.
Yeah. Would you want to be in that state of mind without even knowing? Like,
I mean,
say,
obviously
like,
it sounds like what the hell, dude. Nah, like
yeah,
obviously
it's
it sounds like not a good thing, you know. Like, and like, it can cause bad things possibly, you know, more so than like, you know.
sometimes, like, it's a common, it's
Yeah.
so common for me. Like, I don't know if like people just go through it all the time. Like, when you're just driving, you're like, oh fuck, I'm driving. Like, I know I'm driving, but it's like I'm clicked into driving. Like, oh, I'm fully here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's crazy, bro. That actually happened to me like on Monday. I was running on like less amount of sleep than I normally do, and this is actually when I noticed that I disassociate the most. I only disassociate, for me at least, when I'm running on like very low amounts of sleep. I will say though, I actually recently, like as in today, I listened to because I had to like kind of like, you know, educate myself a little bit on dissociation and kind of understand like what the hell it entails of, because bro, I'm gonna be real with you, like I get it confused with that and depersonalization, which to be honest, I know they're two different things. But so
But
with this topic,
real quick, can I mention how it was like the car thing when I'm at work and I'm like grabbing my
yeah,
cart, right? I be going, dude, and like I don't realize it until I hit the end of the line, you know. I'm like, oh, I was like, oh, this is definitely not what I'm supposed to be, you know,
what do you mean?
like it gives me a direction on where to go. So it's like before I even head out, I know exactly where to go. But dude, sometimes like I start heading out, and I just start going straight, you know, and I keep going straight until dead end.
Oh, what the fuck?
And that's when I'm like,
okay.
okay, that's why. No, it's like it's part of the association, you know. It's like, oh, I'm here again, you know.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
It's part of who he was talking about.
It's like I want to say I've dissociated, but it's like I've never like felt like I've lost track of time. I've never felt like I've lost track of time though. That's the thing. Yeah, like that's something that's what does, like, besides if the only time I really dissociate is if I get drunk.
What time is it right now?
Shut up. Anyways.
Yeah, bitch, fuck you.
No, but hear me out. So it's like I've never actually like lost track of time, but it's like I definitely do these survival mechanisms, these like these moments of high stress, and I act a certain way, bro. I've noticed it, and it's like it's interesting because in the episode I saw, it was like for some folks they'll act like a kid in certain moments, and then for other folks, you know, like so in this podcast, this 30-minute episode podcast, I don't even know what they're called. We can shout about in the bio or whatever, but one of them, it was talking about how like, so when people dissociate, they'll act like, you know, generally how their personality is, whatever, but like for some others it'll be like you get, and he gave out like a few types of like, you know, examples, but like one of them was like you got so he mainly used the example of, I don't really want to use the actual word, but the 4-letter word that starts with R, you know what I mean? that has to do with trauma. I don't want to say it, but you know, like sexually assaulted type shit. And so he was saying how like for some folks after that happens to them, when that happens to them, they'll act, you know, they'll almost feel like what they're getting is what they deserve type shit, you know, and so they'll dissociate in that sense, and like they'll whatever's happening to them, they're, whether good or bad, mainly bad though, it's always like a, you know, you're beating on yourself type shit, and you lose track of the time type shit. But like for me, where I kind of related, or where it kind of touched on, like where I was like, that low key be me sometimes. I'll be acting silly sometimes, bro, and I don't really realize it, you know. I low key do it on here type shit, and sometimes I realize it's like, wow, bro, like low key be because of like a survival mechanism, bro.
What you mean?
That's crazy.
But hold on, bro. Like,
but like I don't know if it's actually that though, huh?
When you go to work, are you fully present with like literally everyone you talk to? Like when you make a small talk, are you actually listening to them?
I'm keep it a buck. Yeah, I do my best.
That was a long pause.
But I've been I don't know, bro. It's weird. It's like I've been getting better at like
really
not losing track. I'm working on that too. I'm gonna be real. I'm working on becoming a better listener, because I'll admit I'm a terrible one. But I'm also trying to work on like not. I don't know the best way to put it. I feel like if there's a term for running around like a chicken with its head cut off, that's what I am, and I'm trying to work on that. You know what I mean?
Spontaneously, like
I don't know, bro. I swear it's
seems
weird.
Like
it's like I don't know what to call it, bro. But that's like where I kind of like felt like if that's my closest thing to this, like maybe I don't dissociate at all. You know, it's very common, but maybe I just don't do it. But if there's something close to it, that's what I would describe it as. That's how I related to it. You know, and so like. It's very common, but I want to know, man, like, what are some experiences for you, bro?
Me?
Yeah. I feel like, okay. Yeah.
I want to hear it, man.
I just want to say, I feel like you covered it pretty well earlier, but yeah, listen.
Yeah.
I want to hear that whole even deeper, though.
For sure.
Okay, so, like, say, out of body experience with like what's really heavy, like my most like heaviest experience. It's like you like remember when I read The Power of Now, and I keep going back to this shit because like that was like the heaviest. It's like I just fucking like launched back from my body, and I was just fully watching myself work.
That book will do it to you, like straight up.
Like what's it called?
I've never read it.
Like from like what's it called? From what's his name? Doctor Strange. Like when you just
yeah, that feeling.
Just your body.
Just the essence of that. Yeah.
And it freaked me the fuck out because I was really watching myself, like how I actually am. And I feel it broke me as in a sense that I don't want to be this person who I am. So it's like I had to when you come to full terms with your life, it breaks the mental fantasy you have, and you hit with reality of your life. And it's like I have to like now it's like the fantasy that I live in so much mentally. Like I daydream so much, and I'm so like imaginative. So I can like I have like whole universes in my head so easily. So it's like super easy for me to just stay in my head all day. But what I'm trying to say is it's like coming to terms with just like I live in ideas, and it's like super hard for me because like I was like, oh bro, you need to do shit. You can't just philosophize about life all like right. I need like some real shit that I'm like it gets me so like happy and hyped about life and like, doing stuff rather than being in my head.
Interestingly, I feel like I'm a bit too realistic in that like kind of like landscape, because it's like sometimes I view things and it's like, okay, but how do we get that done though? How does the production go though? You know, it's like instantly. It's like you know.
I'm getting more into that. Like it was just because it was. I think I was so in my head when I was like much younger.
Yeah.
Like,
because you guys mentioned like some funny shit like the other night or something. And like you guys just kept the idea building, but I was like, no, but how do we build this though? For real though, like, you know. But you guys kept the idea. I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah, and there's a thing called mental jack
Like,
off. Like you're just jacking your
oh,
like
interesting, right? Yeah, I guess I don't do that too often.
like I was
I don't.
just
I can't think of an instance. You know.
all there, bro. Like, bro,
It does
like
sound like what you're experiencing though.
we be doing because I find shit so funny, bro. Like if you tell me a
It's
story, my
entertaining.
bro, dude, my mom tells like when anyone tells me stories, I'm dying laughing, bro. Like that's I'm like shit's so funny to me because I can see it so vividly in my head, and it's like it's not that like it's not that, but just like a novella in my head. So like which tells I can see it in my head like right now, and I see the whole thing, and like
I know what
when
you mean, man.
so it's like
Shit.
hilarious to me. So I can fall in love with the ideas in my head and not be in reality. So like the more I come to terms with life, like reality, like that I'm here. I know
Yeah.
I'm here. But like when I'm at work, I'm like, do I really want this for my life? And I had to think about like, okay, what would actually happen? I wrote this down. If I truly believed in myself and let go of the idea of myself, where how far can I actually go when I am fully here and put myself to it with like structure building and shit. Like I know that shit's incredible. I did it once and I was like I felt like the man.
I
Yeah.
like that though. Living in ideas. I like that. I
I
like that.
don't. That's the whole thing. Like the ideas are amazing. They make up the world. But it's at a point you have to make those ideas into things.
Reality.
Yeah.
Thanks, Chris. Thank you for sharing that.
And it's but like there's another thing because like with people as well as like say you with people and sometimes you just space out of the conversation and you just on autoplay like
Uh-huh.
like your whole
No, that's interesting.
personality and that what happened at work that what happened with y'all like I like when we first got on the call it takes me like 10 minutes or like when I go out
Yeah.
it's like I had to like load in.
But like the way I see it with that is like nobody can be 100% there all the time, right? Like there's just no way. Like at some point or another, you I feel like we all do it to some point in our day to
Dude,
day
it's
lives, bro.
Buddha, bro.
Huh?
Buddha
What about him?
as basically Nuffle
That's the guy.
crazy as fuck.
That's the
That's
guy
the
you're talking
guy.
about. Like,
Yeah, that's the guy you're talking about, bro.
dude,
He said that?
yeah, bro, I'm not gonna lie, bro. Like I feel like I'm pretty close to it.
Oh, you're on the path?
No, definitely. I mean, I just feel like,
Sick.
because like you mentioned, like, I'm like, dude, I'm like, when I go into work, like, nah, like I talk to people with like clear intention, like, nah, it's like, I don't know, it's like all these things, I'm like, I don't know,
Yeah,
like
it is.
autopilot, I don't know, dude, like, not too
It's
often. I don't
it's
can't.
super common. It's a habit. It's just a habit for me.
It really is. You got to make a habit making. Yeah.
But I wrote down like I've been thinking about system building a lot. Like we all, because I got into non-duality, and that really just is like you're on autopilot. Like it's basically like everything is you can't you have no free will, right?
Yeah,
So I got into that idea, and I was like, bro, like how are we even like how am
I
I
think it's a bit of a
separated from
paradox,
you?
though. At the end of
Yeah,
the day,
it was fucking me up, bro. I got so into that shit. Then I got like, from that, I completely like even further dislodged myself from time. And what's it called? And okay, there's the thing is like, okay, we're all made from the same things, but we're systems are built on top of the same things. So we're just what is the system we're running on? And from that, it's like, what was your childhood like? And to really figure out what was installed in you at a young age and how you lived life it's it's just the system just your body how it works and you just it's automatic and you have to become self-aware or you're just gonna keep living it and pass it down to other people. Yeah, it's hidden. You have to and there's a therapy called EMDR and it's to bring back memories. And the woman who was talking about it, she wrote a book called Every Memory Deserves Respect, and it's like bringing back emotions because it's the um dissociation is mainly correlated to trauma. So it's like just looking like to really understand your trauma, and it's like it's curable. Like you can get out of it. I get out
You
of it
can
from
do anything.
Maybe I prefer the word treatable. Like,
True, I'm good.
damn,
but
you prefer
It's a good way to put it, Miguel. It's a good.
But damn. So I like that you mentioned that it can be passed down depending on. Okay, so you were saying how like depending on what is was installed to you at a younger, a little youngin, if you will, because that can get passed down not just to the people around you today, but also genetically, if you know what I'm saying.
this one wants to end it.
I wasn't
I
paying
don't.
attention. I wasn't paying attention to anything you were saying. I'm sorry.
Oh, he did it right now. He
I was
dissociated.
I was thinking about
No.
no. Yeah, sure. Yeah.
Like, oh my gosh, ain't that something?
Nah,
Dissociating on a dissociation episode.
nah, that's not.
No, I'm
Calm
joking.
down,
No, I'm
bro.
joking.
Calm
I'm
down, bro.
joking. I'm just pecking feathers at this point.
I didn't. What you said? But it sounded like you said some bullshit though. I'm not gonna be honest. Like
He was about to shift into the next
I really was, and like apparently it was
like I said your treatable word was good, and then you spill some shit. I don't know what the fuck you.
You said it was good.
Yeah,
Nah.
your word.
But to really wrap it up, it's basically fully being there with yourself and understanding the system that's been installed into you, and
Mm.
it can like I wonder because I'm pretty interested in EMDR because I'm like I wonder how much memory I lost or I'm just thinking I have so much memory because I don't know how much memory you guys have from like a younger age. So it's like if I bring it up,
Generous
I can
amount. I'm very grateful for it. Yeah.
oh thank God.
Fast. No, I was kidding.
That's good. It's like
Like me
it's
too, bro.
it's to really sit in it. It's to really like you just really gotta tackle yourself and that's about it.
That's good.
Yeah, bro. Like I'm the lineup. I'm the line running man. I'm a tackle you. Know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Wiping off the sweat. All right, Chris. Thank you for sharing that, man. I was like, honestly, bro, that was deep, man.
Yeah, no, it was
I
good.
like that.
That was good.
Round of applause for Chris. You know what I'm saying?
I feel like I had more. I had so much more. But
Oh,
like,
you did?
no, that's good though. I can talk about it for hours. Just things I think about all the time. I literally write about it like on the daily. All my shits about it. But
the only thing I would say is like, have you started like trying to look for triggers and have you identified any? I guess.
oh yeah, it's always it's under like I'm like oh I've reacted this to that. Like some people will bring it out on me like oh
Okay.
I see I'm not really here. Like some people make me feel horrible, and like I'll be with them. I'm like why am I even doing this?
So you would
It's
say you
like-
have a lot of triggers,
Um,
or like
I can.
there's a handful. Like
I don't know. I can't. Yeah, maybe when I was like probably a few years ago, I'll probably have like a shit ton. I wasn't even realizing because I was just going through the motions.
Okay.
When I was like just understanding them and not really attaching myself to it. So it's like, oh, okay, cool. And that makes me feel like that. And I'm just like, yeah, let it go. Type shit.
Yeah, something you kind of can't let go of is cancer. Miguel, you wanted to talk about cancer? I'm sorry. Nah, because the thing is, dude, like most of us, like 50% of people get it, don't they? Like something like that.
Low your roll.
Hey, Miguel's gonna let me know though. But see, that's my assumption. That's my assumption, dude. 50% of people get cancer,
All right.
especially in America. Especially in America, though.
bro, that's like saying one of us is gonna get it.
Yeah, dude. I mean, I'm not trying to. I'm not like this is just like to me. It's always been the way of life because as a kid, I grew up learning that basically everyone gets it. Like I'm like okay. No, but you can't prevent it. I'm pretty sure. But Miguel's the mastermind about this. I have no knowledge. You know, I learned propaganda from school. I don't know, man.
So
what can you say, man? It's installed.
You know.
I'm gonna start off with this. For anybody that finds this sensitive, I mean this topic to be sensitive in any way, shape, or form. Please feel free to move forward to the next segment. I'm going to be talking about at least what I feel, or from what I found. Excuse me.
Imagine this segment is like this big, bro.
Like cancer and such. This is something that I've actually been, I guess, dwelling on for some time now. I don't know. I tend, these are one of those like high thoughts moments, and like I honestly I was doing a lot of research on it for like the past couple weeks. I ain't gonna lie, I'd just be faded in a hole, this like laying down and shit. I'd be like, damn, bro. Like, you know, y'all ever just have those like kind of thoughts and shit? Like, I know Chris don't smoke like that.
No, but I met a person who had cancer around the same age as me a few months ago. So I was like, kind of that really shifted, like that literally made like, or not really, but during that time it was like I was shifting much more to like I'm gonna die soon, like type shit, you know, like I got like basically just imagining that I have cancer right now. Like it's 100%. Like I know. Like okay, maybe I should chill out. Okay,
so again, if this topic is a little sensitive or whatever, because I know everybody has a different, like y'all were saying, y'all clearly don't know, y'all have different views.
Like they already skipped, bro. So.
And if they haven't, then they will now. So let's begin. So y'all pretty much have told me a little bit about what y'all think about it, or how it happens. But I just want to hear like more about it. So what do y'all think? How do y'all think it happens? Like what? Like
processed meats, them chip bag.
No. So it's a cell that goes into a wrong place and develops there, right?
It's an abnormality, I believe. It's an abnormality.
You think it's an abnormality?
In the cell, basically. So cancer cells are like prevalent. They happen, but it's like it's once it gets to a certain amount where it becomes troubling and causes issues.
So you would say, or would y'all both say that like we pretty much all have these cells in our bodies right now, type shit.
Type shit.
Would you say that too, Chris?
I think
he's like not me though.
I don't think so. Because maybe it's like. Because you were talking about if you listen to Miguel, I
feel like it's some like regulation system, maybe.
No, maybe you can put it inside you as well, and it just like it fucks up. Like it's a cell that fucks up, and it's like it keeps building. So it's
right. You're right.
What do you mean you could put it inside you?
I'm just saying like maybe like this like maybe like you consume something or. You do something to your body, then it just like reacts a certain way.
Yeah, like a blood cell reacts and it turns white. because of what's going into your body. I think can have relation. I think proven to have relation to what you're consuming.
Interesting.
But like I said, as you get into older age, even if you're you're doing your best to prevent, it's like. Possibility is always there is what I've heard, so that's why I said like 50% type shit, just because it's the possibility is always there for everybody, and it's like just one of those things. It's like, hey, but I hear it's almost getting cured, right, Miguel? I don't know. Did you look into that? I hope. Like I need some good news about this.
All right, so according to Maggie Fox from NBC News, this was written about 6 years ago, so it's not too old research, but it's relatively,
This is not a cure.
She says, so I'm not gonna start off with the cure. Obviously, we all want to know about the cure, but I'm gonna start off from the very tippity top. You know what I'm saying? So first, she says that it's not your fault for those that actually get it. Cancer is, or more so, researchers want to confirm that cancer is just often random. You know what I'm saying? It's not due to. I mean. Let me just dive into it, shall we? So, she says, and according to the source I just credited, she says about 2/3 of genetic mutations. So genetic mutations, we all have genetic makeup. Mutations meaning they change up, they mutate, that lead to cancer happen simply because of random errors. You know what I'm saying? in all 32 types of cancers. There's 32 types of cancers, I believe, that as of right now. There's hella, bro. That's crazy.
Do you know like however, if there's like a basically like, oh, we found this one throughout time type shit?
What do you mean?
Like they're finding more and more as time goes on. Ooh, like when's the latest? Cool. You know what I mean? I don't know. Like, yeah, what's the latest that we figured out? And because I just want to know if that's to signify it's like, oh yeah, definitely a lot more coming. Like, you know, who knows?
Yeah, no. Like, I mean, I wish I dove into that area, bro. Nah, I honestly didn't look into that.
But it's just something I think.
But damn, that's crazy. Like, imagine having cancer in your hair cell type shit. That's crazy. I don't think that exists yet. I say yet, nah, but however, there are such things as inherited genetic mutations that do exist. So, for example, there's this gene that we have called the BRCA gene, and it's basically responsible. I don't know what it's responsible for, to be real with you, but I do know that if there's a mutation involved in there, and these mutations don't always mean like automatically you have cancer, you know what I'm saying? But it's like
it's a mutation. It's like
it's a mutation. It's so essentially
much.
Just
it's so broad. Yeah,
it's so broad indeed, and so it's
like into like evolution theory and shit like that. You know. So,
what do you mean, evolution?
You know, like Darwinism, like.
Oh yeah, that's true. But it's like, so when you have these inherited mutations, dog, they call them an H mutation. These are the ones that you get because your so and so bloodline also had it. You know what I'm saying? Typically, like for example, breast cancer. If you have a mutation in the BRCA1 and BRCA2, I believe it's both. If I'm not mistaken, if not one or the other, then your risk of getting it is more likely. Type shit. Doesn't necessarily mean you'll have it, but it's more likely. You know what I'm saying?
Wait, what's more likely? I just heard more likely, and I'm like, yo, what's up?
So in these certain genes, specifically the BRCA1 and BRCA2, and I don't know what they stand for, so don't ask me that. But like again, think of it like this, right? You have a genetic strip basically, and you have a bunch of letters on it, type shit. And so with these certain ones,
it's like what, 7 nanometers.
If there's basically a mutation on it, type shit, like. Again, like the risks are there type shit. And so when this type of shit happens, especially if it's because of like, you know, like if you've inherited it type shit, they call these H mutations. You know, there's 3 different type of mutations that are causes type shit. Causes. So the first one is an H.
More types of mutation.
H mutation. Yeah, there you go. Types of mutations. And so, moreover, like more so, in regards to like the different kinds of mutations, unlike inherited mutations,
shit ton.
There's literally some that just occur randomly, bro. Like again, going back to what the source was saying, like it's often random, bro. And so when it happens randomly, now it's kind of hard to say what causes it to happen randomly, but like again, bro, our cells are constantly splitting.
Haven't figured it out.
Ain't nobody figured it out, but like that's what I'm trying to do here. No, look at that. But like they be splitting up and shit, you know what I mean? And so like our bodies, bro, they do our best to try to fight these kinds of things to happen. Like it literally can take one cancer cell into a healthy organ, and like that hoe will fight it off, bro. It probably happened. If we don't have cancer right now without knowing it, this probably happens, bro, a lot more than you think. And so when this type of random
So how do I get cancer?
Chill, bro. And so basically when these type of mutations happen, bro, these are called R mutations. Basically the random mutations. It's kind of ironic that they call it the R mutation with the random, but easy to remember. What can I say? Scientists aren't the most creative motherfuckers out there, right? Same for mathematicians. But anyways, and so lastly, here's his face, bro. And so lastly, I kind of wrote this down because this is a lot to remember, y'all. But so y'all were mentioning earlier about diet. Chris was saying something about, oh, you put it in you or some shit.
Yeah, let me know.
Heber was talking about processed meats or some shit. And so this last one, these type of environmental factors is what y'all were talking about, or behaviors defined by scientists, such as smoking, our diet, the amount of exercise we do, the amount of sun exposure we get, and what's in your water supply. You know what I'm saying? The chemicals in your water type shit.
Fluoride.
These are what you would call an E mutation. Wait, what'd you say? Fuck it. These are what you call. Yeah, that fluoride, bro. Fluoride.
that
Nah,
on your shower.
on your shower head, bro. Look up. Look
Bro,
up.
watch out for
Right.
It's
that,
real.
bro.
That's calcifying your pineal gland.
Facts. And so that's what you call an E mutation. Yeah. So as of right now, I believe there's only 3. You know what I'm saying? That like the types of mutations. I keep saying the damn word, but honestly, that's the best way I could put it. You know, it's like the change in your genetic makeup is these 3 because like we all want to know
What 3?
what causes
What's the
it.
3?
Huh?
What's the 3?
So we have H, we have R, and we
no,
have
no,
E.
no. Environmentally.
Oh, environmentally, dog. I mean, there's more than 3,
I don't
but
give a fuck. Obviously, yeah. I was like, I don't give a fuck
smoking,
about DNA, bro. God damn, I'll just say it.
smoking, diet, exercise, the amount of sun you get. I mean, I don't know what you're asking me right now.
Give me some practicality, god damn it, bro.
Well, Chris?
It's everything, bro. Like literally, we can't from anything.
Okay.
Yeah.
So everything.
And so, yeah, in a sense, you know, it's really inevitable sometimes, bro. But
Eat organic.
Stay
like,
safe. Like,
but like the thing is though, like,
Walter White got it at a
it's really
car wash.
weird, dog. It's really weird, bro. It's really weird. It's so random, and it's like you can, like Heber was saying, you could always do your best type shit.
I
But
feel,
like,
hold on.
Yes.
But I feel like
say
they have
something,
the best
please.
chances.
Anything. No, what's up?
I feel like they have the best chances is to really eat well. I feel like if you really like try your best to have your body at
Probably the
best,
best.
and it has your most chances to fight.
It's like we all know this. We all know this. You know what I'm saying?
It's gonna work out, dude. I had 3 donuts today.
Oh gosh. That's actually like only like it is. No,
I had 3
okay.
donuts today.
Yeah. Like,
And I wasn't even thinking about it. I just ate it. I'm like, I didn't even taste it.
wait, how big were they?
Damn,
Were
you
they like
didn't
the small little
savor it.
ones?
They were like,
You didn't savor that joint, bro.
Oh, seriously? Damn, those are. I'm thinking they're like the small
Bro,
little, like, you know.
if they're
the
that
little,
size, bro, you gotta savor that. What the fuck?
Damn, he wasn't even thinking about it.
you can't just do that.
I'm sorry, bro. I was literally driving. I was like, bro, I didn't even taste that bitch, bro. Like I literally had that muffin.
So whenever that happens, yo, I'm like, nah, not the next one, not the next one. No.
Yeah.
It was like I know it's good. Like it was good, but
How did it make you feel?
like I can't.
Like internally, like your stomach. Yeah. It didn't affect
Did you
you
get
much?
bubble
Fine.
guts?
I didn't
Oh,
find.
Okay.
But like,
Because for
just,
me,
like,
donuts they hurt.
I was thinking about it on the walking. I was clocking out. I was like, damn, bro. Like I'm really killing myself right now, type shit.
Oh god, them donuts make
crazy,
you feel
bro.
like that, bro. That propaganda.
I think I'd be in denial sometimes, bro. Like I be eating crap. Like I be drinking hella liquor. Y'all see me.
Dude,
I'm
I'll
like,
be in
bro,
denial, bro.
Alcoholic.
this
Yo.
don't even be hurt me. I be thinking the soda I be mixing it with is what's really bad. The liquor ain't that bad. You know what I mean? I think I be in denial sometimes, bro. I ain't gonna lie to y'all.
You be drinking 2 poisons, bro.
Which one's worse, though? Nah, but anyways, so they counteract each other. Like they cancel out. Dog, I need a pee so bad. But fuck it, I'll finish this shit up. So, fuck it. So more in addition, according to another source I happen to pull up, his name is Dr. Cyrus Jhordy, and he is a Hutch tumor dormancy expert, and he says that even people who do happen to get cancer in their lifetime, majority of them do only get 1 cancer in their lifetime. You know what I'm saying? So the majority that do get cancer, they'll probably only get like 1. So I wonder.
It's true, huh?
So I wonder why that happens to be. I didn't really find the research on that besides the cells and how they divide in our bodies. And how, you know, it's like once you get 1 type of cancer in your body, it's like it all kind of goes there type shit, you know? And so it's like your body's going to do its best to fight it type shit.
Sounds like evidence for a theory.
Wait.
Generally speaking, not everybody. Obviously, like we have like Tommy Chong, bro, he happened to be diagnosed with like I think prostate and rectal cancer in like 2013. So he had more. I mean, it's possible to have more than 1 type, but like generally speaking, you'll probably only get 1. Now, which one? I don't know.
But the thing is like, let me say something controversial.
You said country?
Nah, this is gonna be the realest shit, bro.
like
as of yet.
like how was cancer a thing back then? Because once we started going to the doctor, we started getting cancer more. You know what I mean? Like I feel like they installed cancer in us.
I mean, that's an idea, you know.
It's kind of like the whole thing behind cancer,
I mean,
damn near,
because
bro.
like, you know, it's like
How do you feel?
How do you heal?
How do you feel on cancer? You know, like how do you know you have it? Like why are you going to
Well,
the doctor?
there's
I mean,
stages to it. I mean,
yeah, there's stages. There's stages
you know,
that,
so
that
it's
come
like-
with the side effects. You know, side effects
Yeah.
aren't. Oh, you know, stage 1 cancer, like, and nobody got hurt from stage 1 cancer.
And there's
Not that
different
I
like
know
the
of.
different levels. I presume they get worse.
I don't know.
It's like once it spreads to
Not
like
that
the
I know.
lymph nodes or some shit, like that's when you're like looking like it's like I think 3 and above is where it gets bad. I presume. I mean, obviously it gets bad from the
Bro.
first step, but you know.
In
It's
this
bad.
book breaking the habit of being yourself, this motherfucker was like, it was the Four Agreements. Don Miguel Ruiz Jr. No, Don Miguel Ruiz. He was like, what did he say? I don't know, but he was like, and she got cancer. Like he like literally implied with no black magic, he got cancer. Oh, he was
Oh,
Oh
shit.
yeah.
he got thrown.
remember
and then
that.
He got,
Some
yeah,
shit.
I was like, damn,
Like
bro.
he would die in a year type shit, right?
That's some
Yeah.
shit.
And if you believe that he died in a year, yeah,
Yeah, I remember that.
that's crazy.
Damn. And so, yeah, man, it's kind of, and so the thing is with all this though is even with cancer, bro, it's not always a death sentence like people tend to think immediately when you think of cancer, you know? Survival rates on the majority of cancers, and I know this isn't a promising number as of yet, but I'm pretty sure it's probably gotten way lower. Oh no, I'm sorry. It's gotten higher probably on survival rate over the years. I'm sorry. Like I'm trying to think of like the right way to put it, but right now the survival rate of overall cancers is like 68% over a 5-year rate like radius. Because like generally when you're diagnosed with cancer, like if you happen to live 5 years plus, like remission and shit, like that's pretty dope. You know what I'm saying? But it's not always a death sentence. You know, there's surgeries for it. We see it in Breaking Bad, you know what I'm saying? Look at this, but it's not always a death sentence, you know. It's good to keep an optimistic mind. At the end of the day, you can only do so much on your end, you know, because we kind of saw, you know, it goes back within you inherit it, hereditary, I mean, or, you know, you just can't quit smoking. Can't quit smoking. What can I say? And that's another thing, too. Some folks who be smoking a pack or two a day ain't gonna get cancer. Chain smokers, on God, they ain't gonna get cancer. I'm not saying everyone that chain smokes ain't gonna get cancer, but I'm
just
saying
imagine like a literal chain coming, like, you know,
damn near, bro, of fucking
dope.
tar.
That's
And
pretty
that's
and
the
with
thing.
the
All that
cigarettes
shit,
as they going along, you know, it's just,
and it don't matter how
pretty
much shit
cool.
they put in their lungs, whether it's cigarettes or chains or knives or whatever, they ain't gonna get it. And you know why, bro? Because it's all about the genes, bro.
What do you guys think is the biggest hit ever done?
What do you, oh, bro, like I did that like 2 weeks ago. What are you talking about?
But
Anyways, wait, no, this is kind of cool. What do you mean the biggest
It's a bit
hit?
of a record, I guess.
Like, 1 gram dab?
Like you say chain smoker, right? Like,
Yeah, but you mean it like one puff?
I'm like just inhaling smoke, right?
Oh,
Just
okay.
doing
Chaining
And,
for
like,
duration.
Like I wonder, I imagine like the biggest hit.
Well, I guess we would have to go into like the how to get smoke, focusing on smoke, and how getting that to be, you know, cloud. Because there's like you don't have to focus necessarily on the feeling if you know, it's like engineering for this solely. You know what I mean? I was talking to Miguel. It's like I was talking to Miguel about like this movie idea I had about how if we just focus on this idea and making this and making surrounding this shit around this idea, you know, it's like making sure this is good, like the smoke, you know, making sure that's the cloudiest thing, and that's what the engineering is focused on. It's gonna be perfect. It's gonna be it's not perfect, but it's gonna be the best. Bro. It's gonna be the best it can be.
It's really like you honestly just need good lighting, bro, and it looks amazing. No, but it's
that's
like
that's part of the engineering. That's
smoking in the sun versus smoking in regular air. I mean, like, dude, it looks like so much more vivid.
Part of the engineering. Maybe certain lights bring out more like less depth, less clarity. You know, how do we get it packed so that you can't even see through it? You know,
I love smoke, bro. I'm gonna be real.
Dude, there was this at this
Love it.
techno event, Beverly Hills Cowboy.
Like
There's
this guy. That I said
down.
this guy. I was like, this guy, man.
Yeah, his lighting is so dope. Like his light, like I love his lighting, and he uses smoke, and it like you can't see anything in front of you, bro.
Oh
Hey,
yeah,
That's interesting.
I have seen
It's
videos.
so cool. It's so fucking dope.
Damn,
It gets you like so zoned in. It's really cool.
That's sick. Wow.
we go.
It was yesterday, by the way. Beverly Hills
Fuck.
Cowboy.
What? Oh yeah, I saw you today. I think. It was yesterday.
No. Yesterday.
Not yesterday. With that ice?
Fuck.
Yeah,
Oh well.
yeah. People went.
Like, fuck the weather.
We're gonna play pool anyways. We cool. Anyways, y'all. So we kind of went on a little tangent there, but to sum it all up, you know what I'm saying? I mean, I guess one more little little factoid, if you will. It's kind of what Heber was saying earlier, in the sense that, like, yeah, you can always be on your A game with, health and, working out, eating healthy, like Chris was saying and all that. But as you get older, bro, like that risk is gonna be there regardless, And so 90% of cancers that happen, they happen at the age of 45 plus, bro. And that's due to the physical downturn many people experience after 40 type shit. Age 40 is when your immune system and your whole metabolism and generally everything goes downhill. Like we just go downhill. That's life. You know what I'm saying? Like at some point, you can't stay like this forever. Like we low key feel invincible and shit, but eventually we gonna reach downhill type shit. And like,
feel invincible
I myself don't personally believe that's gonna happen to me, but it's gonna happen. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to believe it's gonna happen to me, but it's gonna happen. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, it's weird, bro. It's weird.
You gotta face it, bro. Like, goddamn.
Like I can't believe I'm gonna die one day. Like that's crazy.
Like, bro,
that's
crazy. You gotta face that, bro. Like.
I recently
about it so much.
I recently took acid, bro, and like I came faced with it, bro. Like I was like, damn, bro, like I'm really finna die one day. Like I was having like a little bit of a crisis, but like in a good way, like in a little bit of like I'm finna die, dog. Like what the fuck? But yeah, you think about it a lot too. I think about it a lot. I think about it hella. I'd be like, yeah.
Death is like a whole quarrel that
I'm like,
it's good.
Life ain't really like a movie, dog. Like I've been thinking my life is like a movie. We all be thinking we like the own main characters of our movie. You know what I'm saying?
My friend Hara.
Yeah.
We were talking about it. Like when you go out to nature, like you normally recognize the things that are alive because there's a lot of dead shit when you in nature. Like there's a shit ton of dead stuff, like constantly, and we normally like focus on like stuff that's alive. And she was talking about how we can winter can become depressing because it's just death around us.
Yeah.
But and I was like, well, death is so normal. It's like a continuation because we never really die. It's like the earth is like constantly like this.
Yeah.
I don't really know like if that made sense, but
no, I hear you.
Yeah.
And it kind of leads me to think of another thing too on a conspiracy level. It's like some folks will think that the reason that they haven't really came up with a cure for cancer is for human control population and shit too, because it's like it's one of the main
big pharma idea basically for every drug basically. They're big pharma. You know what I'm saying? It's like profit to medical organizations. It's like
kill them quicker. That's why I
Oh,
grow my
there's
medicines.
that. Okay. That's a different conspiracy. Right.
Yeah. And so it's like, just kill them quicker type shit. Like literally, like cancer wipes out so many people a year. I mean, I think like over hundreds of millions, bro. Like literally, like over 500. I don't know. Oh, fuck, I should have wrote this down, bro.
Like
it's gonna be this year, bro. At least 5 million are gonna be diagnosed.
Like Chris, like how you said, you think they put it in as population control.
It's crazy, like, dog.
What was
dude,
the
but like
back then?
Yeah, but you guys, okay.
There's more people.
Gosh. I just want to say, like, to me, this is just like a conspiracy, But
it all ties in though, because cancer is something that we don't know too much about.
I want to mention that.
But why?
Hear me out, buddy. So we look at the situation, and there's an unknown factor, and our mind fills up that unknown factor with with moi,
Yeah, that's true. That's always going to be the case with unknown factor. funny.
Like let's be real. Like you gotta get like a real journalism take to like get like some realism out of that. You know what I'm saying?
Sure.
Out of the conspiracy. That's why it's a conspiracy. Like that's why it's labeled that, because it's kind of like this motherfucker made this shit up in his mind, bro.
But it's hard, bro. It's really hard to know.
And guess what? Other people, their mind fills up with that same conclusion too. Oh shit! Oh my god!
It's crazy, man. It's just crazy. It's crazy because you could be the most healthiest motherfucker alive, never smoke a day, and you might get diagnosed with this hoe, and somewhere in your body from head to toe. Ooh, bars. But I'm just being real. Like, God forbid, but that's just the ugly truth. And
you're too real, Miguel.
When aren't I? No, but in conclusion, homies, before I go run and take a piss, because I'm exploding inside right now.
Shut the fuck up, go.
Just go,
bro. I fucking hate cancer, bro.
No, fuck cancer on God, but
like... Me and my homies hate cancer, man.
Yeah.
Okay,
just live your life. And, don't beat yourself up. Just listen to your body, I guess is what I'm trying to say. I think that's like the main message I want to give out of all this. And I'm gonna go listen to my body, you know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna go take a leak type shit. And
oh, that's true.
Hydration moment? Nope. The opposite, actually. Dehydration moment.
You know what I try to do again? I tried it the other time I did a podcast. I'm like, let me try to get inside Heber's head.
Oh, what do you mean?
Like, let me see. Like, let me really try to get inside your head. Like, I want to see what you're thinking about, right?
Oh, you want to try to...
nothing happened.
I said howdy. Wait, but like, what do you think would happen? What do you? I mean, there's no effect that could occur on me. I mean, unless you're like speaking like a prayer fashion. Today's the first time I prayed in years.
Dude, I've been praying.
Today's the first time I prayed in years. Yeah.
How was it, bro?
I mean, I did it nonchalantly.
Who'd you pray to, and what was the environment?
The environment was, I was looking up at my wall over here, like standing up, you know what I mean?
Oh, word.
Yeah.
Standing.
Yeah, because that desk is like another like environment to me. It's like it's different than this area to me. It's
Okay.
And so it's like I prayed to Jhordy. He's a guy who's my biggest influence of Christian knowledge. He's one of the members of the Impulsive podcast. But yeah, I mean, a few months ago, I got really into his content. And he just launched a podcast a few weeks ago. Been watching that, and obviously, I love Christianity and like just like learning from it.
I think you said obviously I love God. I think you gonna say that.
No, should have said that. No, but yeah, like Christianity for a few years has always been like, I started off with just the fact that like because when I was like a middle schooler, I had like resentment towards any religion, but then it's like obviously it's like okay, but it's like but this has some really good principles, like in the first one was love. Just that's the first principle I took was love, and then it evolved, learning more about it, because like George ended up talking more about it, and so it's like the guy's talking about it, so it's like yeah.
I tried praying in that fashion, and it just didn't feel right to me anymore. Like I
felt
had
very right to me.
I didn't like.
I mean, I did it in my own way because I don't know the formal way of doing it. I mean,
the formal way, I think, is to get down on your knees.
Oh,
like,
wow.
My head. You're talking about praying.
I literally told Jesus, I was like, dude, like I'm doing my best here, man. I'm doing what I can.
Yeah.
Like you understand, like you see through me, dog.
Oh God, I be thinking that.
Like you good, like
like you know me better than
like I don't gotta explain that to you, like type shit.
Yeah, but I tried praying, like it didn't feel right that way. So I was like, let me try it's called Shala. like I think Salah, something like that. It's just the Muslim way, like praying in Islam. Like I tried it out. Let me try this shit out because I've done it once before. It's like you get down, you get all the way down, and like it's really like I really like it.
Oh, interesting. Like it's like a lot more cathartic. But what's it called? But the reason I chose to do it in that fashion was because and you know, yesterday thinking about praying, I was like, if I do pray, it's because it's not in the Christian fashion. It's simply wishing good upon somebody of my own, you know, thoughts, and hoping that somehow those thoughts can cause an influence of you know, frequency, you know, and can affect that person without, like, you know, obviously with just my thoughts, you know, it would with this, you know, prayer, quote unquote. But the reason why I prayed to Jesus today for the first time in years was because I was praying for somebody who's a Christian. And it's like, I was like, well, I have to do this in the fashion that they believe works. They believe that this fashion works. So I'm like, okay, well, I have to do it in this way, you know. So it's like, yeah, so that it, you know, goes out of courtesy almost. But it was, you know, it felt right.
That's actually pretty cool.
But it's like, but like it was very, but it was interesting though, because literally yesterday, I was like, well, I pray in my own fashion. But then it's like, okay, well, you know. Yeah.
Gotta Google Translate it, you know?
Oh, something like that.
Like, because like to pray in Islam, you have to pray to God, but Allah.
Yeah.
So it's like it's different words you have to say, and then in Arabic, so it's just much different. It just feels way more intense for me because I don't know it. So it's more like,
I mean, I'd say also it's like more of a ritual getting into it too, maybe. I don't know.
Oh yeah.
So it's like instantly has more of an mental effect. It's like cathartic, I'd say. Like, but yeah.
Yeah, you're like this, then you get down. It's I find it so fascinating. Yeah, it's interesting. I really like that. Yeah, I want to get more into it.
But shall we move on, guys?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Let's go on to yours, man.
Okay, guys. So we're gonna talk about AI now.
Yay!
Yeah, because I just want to have a because, you know, AI is something that you know, I'm influenced by often, and I want to have a conversation with you guys about it because you know, I know that you guys aren't like as influenced by it as I am in terms of like the, you know, news and also you know, just the space in general, you know, innovations and stuff and such, and also, but I want this to be a very present, focused conversation. And I say that because earlier today, Miguel said he listened to a podcast about AI, and it was like kind of his first time really like diving deep into like the world of like ideas behind AI, and ideas get pretty crazy with AI, and you know, like you can get very hypothetical, you can get philosophical, you can, like, you know, futurism kind of stuff, you know. There's just a lot of those kind of ideas, but
Futurama.
Yeah, Futurama, but you know, science fiction, you know, all of it. It's but you know, I very much wanted to talk about the present moment with this conversation, and talk about like obviously mention a few of the AI technologies that have recently came up, and the other big reason I wanted to talk to you guys about this is because, you know, the past year, 6 months has been like the biggest leaps in AI accessibility ever.
Yeah.
And so it's like accessibility, meaning, you know, we can use these things openly, freely, you know, and a lot more tools are being spewed out, you know, and it's like and it really makes you think of a bit more realism of how things can happen how things will go in the next few years because of how things are going right now. So, which one should we start? I'll probably start with ChatGPT.
Yeah, it's like I don't know.
GPT.
It's GPT. Yeah, ChatGPT has been around for many years, but the latest iteration of it, ChatGPT 3, is that's ChatGPT 3. It's like the most OP. It's been getting news headlines. It's been all over feeds. You know, it's the big thing because it's very powerful, and there's a lot of use cases to this. And
how would you explain to a child? Because like
it's like Google, but different. Because I mean, that's how I tell them. Because and I say that because it's like there's been talks about how it's like some people, for certain things, it's like they might use Chat GPT rather than Google because it gives a bit more concise answers at some points, with certain questions and like certain inputs, and it's again to remind of the fact the output is only as good as the input with the current AI tools that we have. Especially with like the text-based AI tools, like a little bit before ChatGPT 3 came out, there was a lot of image-based AI tools that you typed in a text input and it would generate an image, right? There's a lot of these that recently came out, a lot of different ones, and they work differently and very interesting, and basically, but yeah, it's like. Those are pretty cool. There's a lot of controversy behind copyright issues, and it's honestly like literally new laws have to be made about this because it's like there's so much there's regulation is it's not very legislation.
That is crazy. Yeah, I haven't thought about that.
Yeah,
like there is gonna have new laws for the AR art.
It's very controversial, and it's because it's like it's not something that's regulated, and it's like and because we haven't figured out how to regulate it yet. Honestly, it's like yeah, you can look at the situation and like kind of figure out what the best play could be, and I hope they do that.
What is the main thing you look forward to in AI?
Look forward to. We'll look forward to. Well, all of it, but I guess focusing on like the things that are becoming accessible. I would say. Well, I want to firstly mention the things that are already accessible and the progression of those already accessible tools. The progression of these already accessible tools. I think that's exciting, and also it's something that I think we should be thinking about in terms of how we shape our world, almost, I guess, or but because
it's crazy that like this wasn't even a conversation like I don't know, like 10 years ago, because like the internet just happened. Like it just happened. Like it just happened. The internet, and now we're just like.
I was talking about AI back playing BO2. You know what I'm saying? Okay.
It's crazy.
Yeah. I was telling Miguel, I was like, bro, like AI is like we were quiz scoping 1v1. But I was trying to explain. I was like, bro, like the dinosaur game on Google is like there's an AI. If you put an AI in there to like learn, because it's basically like there's two inputs, up or down. Up or down. It's like it's gonna over time, enough simulations, enough runs through the ring, it's gonna learn boom 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 boom, and eventually at like simulation 1001, it's like, oh shit, this motherfucker ain't stopping no more. He going, he know the game, But yeah, so that's the idea basically. And it's like, and it's also to mention that the graph of learning is it's exponential. And so, like these guys aren't gonna it's gonna make very stupid mistakes at the start, But the growth is exponential. That's something to mention with AI, and why there's fear behind AI, because the growth is exponential and our growth is not exponential, or our learning capacity growth. And so it's like some of these tools are just get so crazy good, Let me think.
A side note, I feel like AI is like, it's almost like our best invention or like our worst invention.
Yeah, people say that.
It's like the human's purpose, to almost like it's like our version of being God, but then it's like it's individual, because like I don't even know. Then we just get to God. It's a God. He made us, and we in the independent systems. Then us as independent systems made a whole system.
It's independent system. Like it literally, you let it run free, and it does its thing.
Yeah.
And it does its thing differently than humans right now. And so it's like like I mentioned with the exponential growth. Something to mention with like ChatGPT, I guess. I don't know, it's not that interesting, but the data that it's pulling off of, it's 2021 data. It's not the, so it's like, so that's why there's a, what's it called? when you ask the questions, there's like the accuracy of of truthfulness isn't always the best because it's like it's old data. That's how the robot works. It's like it's gathering data over time. It's like question. The more questions, the more it figures out how to answer. So it's been learning for a few years basically. Yeah, like I mentioned, this is the third installation of this guy. So it's getting pretty good.
It reminds me of this book I read. I read the first book, the ultimate Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy by Douglas Adams, and it was a robot, his AI, which was like, he had. They asked him the question, it was like, what is the meaning of life? They asked the AI, and it took him so long to figure it out, and his response was 47.
It's 42. Oh yeah, sorry, bro.
You read the book?
Yeah, dude. I read the book twice. Watched the movie.
What'd you do?
I read the book twice. I watched the movie, and it's like this
movie was dog shit.
Yeah, but it's a very popularly referenced. It's like it's like people say 42, and then it's like the meme of like just like explaining the universe like with the number, and it's like I literally saw that like the other day. I was like, wow, 42 dead ass explains the universe. It's fucking funny.
That movie made me mad, bro.
Why?
Like, it was just so
typical
bad.
The way book adaptations aren't going to be justified. It just won't give justice. But one interesting thing that I mentioned to Miguel is basically about the fact that these systems, ChatGPT, they can be used to create things. I think in terms of my leg, I got a cramp a little bit.
You okay, bro?
Yeah, I'm good.
That's why I was drinking Sweato earlier, bro. For that same reason. Like this shit, sodium electrolytes.
Yeah, I have one of those.
They help.
But basically,
yeah, ChatGPT.
Because there's like the video trend right now of like ChatGPT making things, right? It's like using ChatGPT to make things. It's like that's a video trend that's happening on YouTube right now. And then it's like but I guess an idea that I thought of a few months ago was like the increasing anonymity from creators because of these AI tools, because you're going to be able to create a creator with AI and that's an identity that basically it's like you created an identity basically, because these tools are because it'll be most efficient to probably do that, maybe. It's like, and there's perks to privacy, obviously. And it's like and I kind of related that to like how VTubers are in today's day. And it's like the whole being able to like mask your model and like that stuff. There's been.
It scares me, bro. Mm-hmm. Like, it honestly scares me.
There is scary factors to it. There, like you said, it's either humanity's greatest or worst creation. Like that's what's often said about it.
I think about this movie called Her. The main actor is Joaquin Phoenix, and he falls in love with the AI, and the AI leaves him.
Dude, he must be that bad.
And no, the AI is like seeing other people, seeing other AIs. He's like, I'm actually dating like 200 people right now. Crazy.
Well, I think
what's it called?
It's called Her. I think it's really.
I've seen it.
Yes, but I think it's really important. Fuck, man.
Good movie.
You think it's important?
So I think it's important to mention that bad things are gonna happen with AI, like undoubtedly, like not a good thing, undoubtedly bad things have already happened with AI, and it's been a big news topic in the past week on like Twitter. But good will come also, and good is happening. But it's like bad things will come, and there is a lot of bad to this, and that's why we need regulation on this stuff. For example, in the past week, a big Twitch streamer, he got caught basically looking at deepfake porn, and that made the community rumble basically, because it was of another streamer, as a streamer for it to be, and but really, I think it was important that it brought out the message that that it's like, yeah, it's ridiculous, but it's terrible. This is what I'm saying. It's like the fucking already terrible things are happening with AI and shit, but it's bringing it to regulators because this shit's like, it literally, like, in the United States it's illegal to do that shit. It shouldn't be legal to sexualize without fucking consent.
It's fucked. Yeah,
it's ridiculous. But it's so that's I really hope that kind of like stirs a conversation about AI and, like, you know what I mean,
bro, do you?
Because more tragedies are gonna happen, dude.
Bro, the tragedy that came to mind, like, do you think that we can probably, like, AI can, like, scan our body type and remake it, like, in a mold? Then, like, you kind of sell your body by AI.
It's
like,
crazy, dude.
Craft it. So it's like, like, you can probably, like,
you mean like bioengineering?
Something like that, but like, they're not real. It's like, it's kind of like dolls.
Oh, you're kind of like, okay, you're going very deep into, like, hypothetical here, into like some futurism shit. Okay.
I think that's gonna happen, bro.
Like on some white walls everywhere shit.
like say like there's someone, like, you're interested in, like, copy them, then you just make a mold out of them. That's scary.
Oh,
yeah, that was actually an example I heard on the podcast episode I was listening to today. Like, deadass.
I mean, it's interesting. I mean, it's similar to in the way that how you would hire somebody to shadow your work, and like, but it's like now it's like just like the AI. You know, it has the lifestyle and the knowledge of that.
It's pretty scary.
So it's like, yeah. So it's like, and so now that there's large accessibility, there's very clear, like, disruptiveness, like now it's very clear to more masses that you can disrupt with this shit. And so, what the fuck, dog?
Have we gone too far?
Well, yeah, I mean, but it's like, well, yeah, you know, well, yeah.
That's human.
How many shit?
Literally just walked in the door and it said, nah, too far.
But then I'm thinking, like,
we need it.
I mean,
I feel like we need it.
I mean, because you know, there's.
You think we need it?
Need it? Well, I mean, I don't know about quote unquote need it, but see, I was about to mention evolution. It's like one of the parts of my evolution video is basically like to mention the fact that problems and solutions to problems, like innovation, solutions to problems, that's what innovation is, creates more problems. And it's a constant, like, that's literally never going to stop, because that's evolution, you know, that's innovation, that, like, and it's like that's progression, and like that's what I go on about in that video. But yeah,
soon to come to a theater near you.
Yeah. Right now I'm focusing on the simulation video, but I guess this is a good moment to pivot towards the video creation talk on that I have, because it's fuck this AI shit, you know what I'm saying? But I guess I'm kidding.
I mean, it's just so like, there's just so much to it.
Yeah, there's so much. Yeah,
never.
Yeah, that's why I didn't want to get into like the hypotheticals and the futurism of it, because, you know, I've been through that my whole life type shit, you know, like, but
you're looking like a guide.
I mean, I think I fell into, that was like what fell into my interest as a young age, you know. So it's like, you know, sci-fi, science fiction and shit, you know. So it's like,
yeah, bro.
So, and another thing that fell into my interest young was simulation theory. I'm working on a simulation theory video right now.
I'm gonna eat soon, bro.
And I kind of ate earlier, but
no, that's not what I meant. But okay.
No,
I want to talk about like video creation in general too, because you know, I think of video ideas and I think there's another video that I started making this week. But it's a stupid story, guys.
You're saying too much, bro. Like,
you guys might laugh at this, but I started making a Destiny 2 video.
Wait, what do you mean a Destiny 2 video? Have you said too much already?
Destiny 2 is a fucking video game.
Well, I know that, but like gameplay or like what?
I'd rather you do a fucking magma opus about mystery heroes, bro.
See, I want to do that too, but that specifically because it's philosophically interesting. But like honestly, but no, this was some bullshit though. Because look, hear me out. Look, this was some bullshit. Because look here, so it was an interesting experience though. So last hour of work, right? Last hour of work, right? You know, I've been watching some Destiny videos. All right. So
you're not bad.
That's just, I don't play the game. I just love watching the lore videos and like it's interesting. I don't play the game though.
You're like Tavian, bro.
Tight shit. But
shout out Tavian. I love you. Tavian.
And so last hour of work, I started writing. Like, you know, I had this idea in my head. I was like, the Destiny community is rallying. You know, like that was the title in my head. It was a bad title. Yeah. I made a better title later, but
God.
I made a fucking thumbnail for this shit. It was ridiculous. Oh, wow. Before I even finished the video, it was ridiculous. Well,
he's in too deep.
I scrapped this, by the way. I scrapped this. This was a 1-day effort, and this was many hours of work. Like as soon as I got off of work, I started working on this shit, and like started like because I pretty much finished the script. Or I came in and I like 20 minutes sitting down with my lights off, and I didn't turn anything on. Like I tend to leave everything off and just sit in the dark for a bit.
Right.
And when I come home from work, and so it's like 20 minutes of that. I finish the script. I'm like, oh shit, this is it. And I stare at it. I'm like, fuck you. And I go and I start grabbing the shit. I start grabbing the shit. Man, 4 hours and a half go by or some shit like that, man. The video was like, I don't know, like the video was like 2 minutes long, right? But it's
what did you learn from it? Like besides anything Destiny related.
You had to learn a thing or two.
Oh, okay. Well, I'll talk through the process. I guess it was learn. Well. Let's see.
It's not.
I guess it was very clear. Well, the reason I stopped and scrapped it was because it was very clear to me that I didn't care enough.
It wasn't his destiny
to finish it. Basically, yeah. Once I really because you get some introspective moments while making, and I'm like, this is clean, and this is cool, and people will fuck with this, but is really what should I be putting my time on right now?
Yeah, I think you should have gone with it either way and just drop that hole when you blow up, bro.
Nah, bro, that shit. It had a good message though. It was basically like, wait until the next expansion. like
you were literally selling the shit, bro.
Yeah, but like the whole message is about how it's like every year you see the trailer, you get excited. It's like, I get the next one. That's
literally what you told yourself when you didn't finish it, bro.
No. It's a Destiny thing. You wouldn't get it.
Much deeper.
It's a Destiny philosophical. Yeah, it's genuinely philosophical in some sense.
That's crazy. I'm finna do that with COD. Hell no, I ain't finna do that with COD.
But nah. What's it called?
That's cool though.
But yeah, this is, I mean, I guess I learned I don't know. Obviously, it's just very clear how long it takes to make a video, and because a very big thing that I'm always aiming towards is trying to figure out to make good content, or I think it's important to set a day to at least record, or at least to get most of this project, or start and almost finish, or start and finish in 1 day, basically, is what I've been aiming at. Obviously, it's impossible for high quality stuff that I want to make, but it's something I'm aiming at, and it's actually the whole motivating factor behind the idea behind the simulation theory videos, because I was like, oh, I'll make a simulation theory video in 1 day, because it's something that I've been trying to do, is make a video in 1 day. And just to do that, but obviously I want it to be good, so I have many different ideas, and this was when I was like, okay, I think I could execute that, I think I can make that in 1 day. Turns out it's gonna take a few more days, but I'm still gonna do
no wonder you don't sleep, bro.
Yeah, but but so this one was really one I was like, okay, I can make this in a day. And 4 hours go by, I make the thumbnail, about like 30 seconds done of the video, and like this is some good editing already. Like I recorded the channel, but it's like I'm like it's gonna take a few more hours, man. Like, God damn, like so there's that aspect of the how much time it really takes to, but also the production aspect of like starting production on something, that itself is like because you have to gather so much media that takes time, and it's like there's that aspect. So it's like with my other projects, okay, the project's already started, media's already like started getting gathered, so now it's like
like you can only do it in one day if you have every one of those little components ready beforehand.
I'm figuring it out,
like
bro.
The media,
but
soundtracks, all that shit,
There's a thing about you dismantling this idea, and even if you put so much effort in, and I've been reading Rick Rubin's book a lot, The Creative Act, and he talked about sometimes we have an ideas and we act impulsively on the ideas, but sometimes the idea was just that, like it was expressed. Maybe the expression for the idea was just that thumbnail, and that was it. You know what I mean? Like,
no, it was the oh, okay, I see what you're saying, but
like
I think the expression of this video was mainly.
Sometimes we just want to do it for the image,
No, this is it has to do with what I wrote and like the feeling, because this is what got me passionate about it. Was me writing about it and like having the script, like, oh, this is good, like, I was like, this is a good message too. I was like, fuck.
That's the flow. Like, but if like sometimes like it will just come out for you to hear it again. Like sometimes, like he explained like.
Oh, okay, that's interesting.
Like say we make a sketch for a video, and the sketch is so good, we get so passionate about the sketch, but then we like take hours and days and months on it. But then we look back in hindsight to the sketch being the best possible version of the idea, and that was it. Sometimes you just let it go.
Right. Okay, that's cool. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that's probably the best possible version of the idea, because yeah.
Like it happened, man. Like that was it. That was it.
That's crazy.
Nah, but and with the well, I guess because I want to talk about the other video, I guess the simulation theory. I don't know, what did I want to mention about that. I don't remember exactly, but oh, I mean, I guess I just want to mention it's been going good. I don't know, steady progress. I don't know. I don't know.
With the simulation theory, I have no. Like, I think it's the fucking paradox, bro, that I don't want to get myself into. So, I'm just.
It's fair.
I'm like,
I mean, the video is not about, like, simulation theory. It's about, like, sorry, simulation. I should have mentioned this. Simulation. I should have mentioned this way earlier. Simulation theory is like a catch to talk about philosophy, basically.
Wow.
Like,
clears up everything.
I'm so sorry, damn, fucking, I'm not, yeah.
My ass down.
Nah, yeah, I talk about like Plato and Socrates mainly in this video.
Bro, you really dragged me down to talk about fucking Destiny 2, bro.
Yeah, I'm excited for that new expansion, dude. I want to play it just for the campaign, dude.
Bro, I'm like, okay, dude.
Yeah.
Like, it lives on. Fuck.
But the craziest thing, dude, I'm gonna play the campaign and never play that game again. I just want to experience the story. I just want to experience it, be immersed in it type shit.
Is it a good story?
To me, I'm gonna be I'm invested, So it's like, and it seems cool, so it's whatever. But yeah, and I try to get like some practicality out of the philosophy too, because generally, like, simulation theory, just like, there's the simulation argument itself also, two different things, by the way, and I mentioned that in the video, but it's like, it just goes about how it's more so just an interesting thing to think about. Like like the guy who made the simulation argument, like when Lex Friedman asked him, "What's the practicality of this?" Like, well, it's more so something interesting to think about. It's like, well, yeah, type shit. So I try to pull some practicality out of it with Socrates and Plato philosophy. I won't say anymore because it's for the video, but yeah, it's very cool.
Hey, bro, nice cliffhanger, man. Like, come on. I think with, like creation. I think there was this guy Tuchel. I was talking to him. No, I wasn't.
I'm like, yo.
They clapping for who? They clapping for me.
They clapping for who? They clapping for me. Yeah, man, that's a homie, bro. I feel like that's the guy. Like, that's definitely a guy I want to get on here. I feel like you guys would like. But what's it called? I was thinking about. I was listening to this era of music. It was incredible, bro. It's this song. Oh my god. I gotta send it. I love it, and I heard the bass, this bass line in it. Then I'm like, bro, I just want to make music, bro. Like,
okay.
honestly,
Yeah, that's what music does to you, bro. It literally, like, it makes.
And I'm gonna mention Rick Rubin. He's the new Jordan Peterson for me currently. It's like finally, but free.
So many people are happy right now.
When
imagine like get like 40 billion views on this just because of that. But he was talking about to really lean into the things you like and like really like everything you like and like everything that gives you feeling to really lean into them and understand them, and just to if you can understand the feelings you can remake it. It's like Tyler the Creator was saying, it's like why do you like that noise?
Oh, interesting.
If you can if you find that noise, if you like it, you can find it in more music, so you can find more of the shit you like. And I want to go more in that way because I have so much instruments and music. I want to learn the harmonic. Like I have so much music around me with nothing going through it, like no energy going through the music. It's crazy, but I listen to so much music. I'm so inspired.
Yeah, dude, I tend to stay away from listening to music unless I'm trying to like make music, because it literally puts me in another like, okay, I'm starting to like I'm freestyling now. It's a different realm. Like
I live in that realm.
Like
I really do.
But I started writing down stuff, and I was like, okay, music's highly like a major thing I want to do, and it's like I started writing it down, and then writing it down like a boom music. I underlined it. Then Tuchel called me. Tuchel called me, bro. My homie called me.
Hey, you been making music? Like you know what, bro?
No, bro. It was like he told me the plan to do it. Like he was like God, bro. It was like guys, like bro, I gotta go, but I was like, that's how like that's literally like I haven't talked to him like in so long, and like he just came for that moment and he was gone. You know what I mean? Like it's like
that's God.
Sometimes like I'm thinking about this. That's God. And I was texting this homegirl, and I felt like it was crazy, but we don't talk anymore. But it was just like for that little, it was just for that. It was just like for that little thing. And like, all right, that's really all I needed. And that's if there's more, that's what's up. But like, I'm happy with what I got.
Lil Jhordy in the cut coming soon.
Nah, bro, that's just lame, bro. I'm gonna be honest, bro. I'm gonna be honest, keep it a bug with you, bro. I'm not rocking the little man.
No, I'm messing with you.
Bro, when you said that in the text, I literally cringed. I'm gonna be honest.
I know, I say it in pure cringement, bro. I know you wouldn't go through with it.
Your name is Lil Scopic, bro.
Oh yeah, that's me. I like Lil Scopic. There's a reason behind it.
Like it makes sense. Like mine makes sense. Like
mine has meaning. Like yours would just be another Lil. I'm just kidding.
Like you just another Lil. Like these new generation Lils, they don't know how to do it. Like
speaking of Lil Boat's Lil Yachty's new album.
Yeah, that shit fire, huh?
It's so good, bro.
It's like a rock. It's psychedelic.
Psychedelic. It's really good.
No,
that actually what inspired me to make the music we made on Saturday, Heber.
Oh, you listened to it?
I was listening to it on the shitter, and then like
Did you listen to the whole thing?
No, not the whole thing. I heard like the first
Bro.
song. I was like, wow.
Nah, bro, like, bro, the whole shit. It's like it's an experience. It's crazy. Like he hit it. Like
That's
he
interesting.
did really good.
Yeah, I'll check
I
that
bet.
out.
It was I definitely need to sit down and listen to the rest of it for sure.
Does he do any vocals on it or?
Oh yeah.
Oh, okay.
He just like harmonizing and shit.
Oh.
It's good. It's good.
Oh, okay, cool.
Good.
Yeah.
Like some
That's
people
interesting.
attempt like their genres, like rappers will sometimes go out of their genre and they half-ass it or like don't really hit the mark.
Lil Boat's very experimental. He's done a lot of different cool things. Yeah.
Lil Yachty, he hit it like successfully.
Like you heard "Walk to Poland." I mean, that alone is like, come on, dude.
Yeah, true.
I didn't even like that song, but
I liked it, dude. I'm not gonna lie.
Damn, different.
K-Log did it better, looking ass.
Well,
I just thought it was interesting. You know?
No, for sure. Loyalty's definitely one to stay, bro.
Like, there's things to say about that song. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I mean, he's an addict now, bro. Looking ass.
oh, really?
I don't think so, actually.
I don't know. I think I
don't
saw
know
him with
about
the
that.
Sprite.
He's been fiending though, according to the walk. So.
I'm like, who ain't? Shit.
Like, there's no way you're gonna go to a mosh pit and not hear that hell. You know what I mean? It's crazy.
But,
it's just because you go to one event, bro.
What do you mean? I went to 3. Look at that.
Of the same guy.
I went to 33.
Anyways. Really all.
Is that it? Alright.
We'll play some fucking pool. No, I'm just kidding. That being said, y'all, these have been some tales for y'all today. It's your boy Scopic, aka OGK, aka Miguel.
Jhordy.
Because he's Heber.
Make sure to like, subscribe, comment down below.
No, we need to.
That's thoughts, but